Good evening, Bhavani. Good
Yeah,
evening,
panel is
Vasuki.
here.
Yeah,
Okay. So, please show me your government ID proof. Okay, fine. Thank you. All the best.
thank you.
Over to you, Vasu. Hi. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes. Could you please elaborate yourself what type of roles you are handling in the current project and responsibilities are? Could you
Oh,
please elaborate?
okay, so let me brief you about myself. My name is. I do have total 7 years experience into Power BI. I do have 5.8 years working experience. I have worked in various fields like sales, insurance, banking, HR, and my last project was into medical domain. Into Power BI, I am highly skilled using Power BI for data visualization and analysis. So this includes creating interactive report, dashboard, connecting to various data sources, including SQL database, and implementing complex transformation and calculation using DEX. And for the SQL, I have a deep understanding of SQL, including complex query optimization technique and database design principle. And I'm proficient in writing advanced SQL queries to extract, manipulate, and summarize data for the relational database. About my last project was basically for the Netherlands based client called Natus. So they were into manufacturing of medical equipment. So they are specifically into neuro and sensory, and we were building an analytical solution that can give insight about the product performances like licensing of software, risk analysis, security of application. For that, I was using import mode, and data source was SQL, Jira, and GitHub. And for the KPI, we were showing high, low, medium performance for the Black Duck and Coverity. So Black Duck and Coverity were the two software there where like whatever their product has, all the data was all the data was coming into the Black Duck and Coverity. So that dashboard I had to show, that performance I had to show into my dashboard. So for that I was using the stake bar chart for high, medium, low performances, and for the Jira I was using the trend chart where I was showing a weekly and yearly wise performances, and the task wise I was using the slicer like to do, done, pending, these ways, ongoing task. That way we have filtered out the data.
Okay. Okay. So, good to know that. So, what type of modes are using for connecting the data?
I was using mostly. I have worked on import mode for the connecting the data. I have used a direct query mode as well to connect the with the GitHub.
Okay. Okay. So, what's the difference of that?
In Power BI, I commonly use the import mode, direct query, and live composite, and live mode and composite mode are there. So in import mode, we use to high performance reporting, data and importing into the Power BI desktop. Data is fully imported into the Power BI and sorted in memory for the fast performance based off the static or less frequently updated data set. Direct queries are sent directly to the data source on demand, suitable for large data set or real time update. But it may impact performance because it is connected direct to the data source. And but we cannot do any transformation into the Power Query. We cannot perform any dex performance. We cannot perform time intelligence function there. So whatever the transformation we want to do, we can do only it into source file only. Here only we can create into the Power BI desktop, we can create only the visualization. So not much transformation we can do into the direct query mode. And live connection, we can connect directly to live data set, for example SAS, Power BI data set. So it source is not stored into the Power BI. It is ideally for centralized model in the real time analysis. And the composite mode where we use, like if we are using import mode, and we need to use some kind of the direct query as well, like we want to connect some data from the direct query as well. So there we use import and direct query mode both. So there we use composite mode.
Okay. Okay. So, what's the difference of merge and append in Power Query editor we have, right?
So merging where you want to like when you want to say collect the data like into you want to combine column from two or more tables based on a common key used to integrate related to the from different sources. And append is it stack row from one or more tables into a single table used when the table have similar structure and need consolidated. So in short, merge combine column and append stack rows. Like for the append, your column should be the same name.
Okay, okay, okay. So what is bidirectional in Power BI? We have bidirectional, right?
Like in Power BI, it allows filter to flow in both direction, like between related table. It ensures that changes in one table affect the other table, and it enable more complex and dynamic relationship. So it is like we have to use it carefully, because if we are doing changes into the one table, the impact will happen into the another table as well.
Okay, okay. So, do you know is in scope DAX?
Like scope dex calculation, Power BI scope dex, like it refer to calculation or measure that are specifically defined for a particular scope or context, such as particular table or column,
Okay,
or
okay.
raw context. Yeah.
Okay, I can give some scenario. Could you please share your entire screen?
Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes. So could you please write the difference of take some sample data and do some row number and rank dense rank will be there in SQL, right? Could you please write it there for the sample?
Yeah. I'm creating a table here, right?
This is not required. That's fine. Actually, whatever you're returning, just give that sample data like a example. We have salary twice it is occurring. How the row number will be react if in case the salary will be thrice occurring for same amount. So how that dense rank will work. So that is what I want to understand.
Okay, so if row number is unique number for each row, so no ties allowed. So okay, so you want me to I can write the query there, like row number.
Yeah, row number script if you are writing also fine.
Okay.
You understood, right? How
Yeah, I
will you
understood.
work on that?
I understood.
Yeah, for example, the same salary is repeating, what dense rank will give? If it will same salary is occurring two thrice, so how the row number will react?
Okay.
How the row number will be displayed? 1, 2, 3, or how it will be like that? I am expecting.
Okay. So if we'll apply this, so row number always provide a unique sequence number, like regardless of duplicate. So from the 4 row within a salary of 6,000, assign consecutive number like 3, 4, 5, 6. And in rank, it assign the same rank for the duplicate value, but it will skip rank for duplicates, like for the 4 row with a salary of 6,000, so all get rank 3, and the next rank will be 7, like it will start with 7 at 7. And dance rank, it will assign the same rank for the duplicate value but does not skip rank for duplicates, like for the 4 row with a salary of 6,000, all get rank 2, and the next rank start at 3. So like it will like in row number, it unique and sequence regardless of duplicate, and the rank will come like same rank or duplicate skip next rank. And then dance rank will come like same rank for the duplicate, or no, it will not skip any rank there.
Okay, could you please do one thing? Can you paste it into the chat, this script I require to update? So could you please send it to me?
Yeah.
Into the chat. I have other question. So I have connected two table, 2 to 3 query I have connected. Okay, in that two table need to be refreshed, but one table it should not refresh. In that among 3 query in Power BI, only 2 tables need to be refreshed. 1 table should not refresh. What we can do in this scenario? Do you have any idea about this? Did you got my question?
Yeah, I got your question. In Power BI, you can control the refresh behavior of individual table. We can disable the load for the data table. In Power Query Editor, we can select a table that should not be refreshed. Then we can right click on the table name and query pen. When select enable load to
No. You are
uncheck.
talking about desktop. You are talking about desktop.
Hmm.
I am talking about workspace. You are correct. You are correct. Whatever you said, that will be correct. As a developer, it will be fine. See, think in this way. I have semantic model. So that model, when I'm refreshing. In that 4 query, 3 query will be there. In that 3 query, 2 need to be refreshed every day. 1 need to be refreshed on weekly basis, which will be helping us.
Okay, yeah, I understood. Into the workspace, what we can do is, like, we can ensure that we can do the incremental refresh in Power BI support incremental refresh for the table, which allow different refresh schedule for partition within the table. While traditional used to partition data, for example, by date, so it can also be used for scheduling different tables or queries. We can enable incremental refresh for query. You want to refresh weekly, create a parameter in the Power Query for a date range or a similar filter, or we can define the incremental refresh
So it
policy.
does not help, right? In the user, we don't have parameter in workspace, right?
Mhm.
Okay, let me tell whether you can understand my query. For example, I have one semantic model that containing only 1 query. That model I'm connecting to my another model that will be connecting 2 tables. So in that case, I am refreshing only second semantic model. How it will work? Until unless I'm not refreshing the first model which having the query number A. Query number A will be weekly based refresh. Query number B will be everyday refresh. So do you think it will work? Do you
Yes.
think it will work? You understood, right? What I'm telling? It will work, right?
Like in this scenario, when you have two semantic model connected and one model A contain query A, or the other model, like a semantic model can either act as a live connection or a direct query source for another model.
Yeah, so think in this way. So the model name will be my finance example. Okay, finance model. The finance is containing the finance information. That revenue also one of the information, but a revenue need to be refreshed every day. Okay, but that my finance that will be containing the detail of sales and marketing and G&A and all. So by the way, that will be one first model, the finance model. That finance model again I'm connecting with another model, which will be the revenue model. The revenue model directly I'm putting into the table query 1, query 2, it will be containing, and the semantic we are connecting through data flow or somewhere data flow or semantic model we are connecting Power BI data. By the way, we are connecting. When you are refreshing the second model, it will be refreshed only the particular part of the revenue. That's it. But it contain all the data, finance data as well revenue data. So revenue data, the model A, when you are refreshing finance model, when you are refreshing, then only it will get refreshed. So this type of whether it will work or not. Do you think it will work or not?
Like we can, it will work. Like we.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
Like
Yeah.
we can do the tabular modification we can do there.
Yeah. That will work actually.
Like
Thank you.
if both query A and
So
B are in the same data set, so we can do like the entire data set refresh as per the configured schedule, unless you have to table level refresh or incremental refresh there.
okay. Okay, fine. I have done my interview. Do you have any other question with me?
Okay, what will be the JD actually?
So here, whatever skill set you are having, that will be more efficient for us because they are referring for Power BI and SQL. So my understanding, your both will be you have skill in SQL and Power BI, so that will be well enough for us.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
that is what I got from the JD perspective. Yeah. So all the best. So I can share the feedback to the talent acquisition. They can connect you. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you all. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.